Okay, hello, welcome to the weather update. It's October 1st, 2021, a beautiful day. I'm very tired because I went to the Pine Barrens again. It was spectacular, and I'll have a video for you later. Uh, we'll go over the September statistics tomorrow night. I'm just too tired tonight. But beautiful. I mean, the sky was beautiful. We had a few patchy cumulus clouds, nice blue sky, even a little fall color there as the huckleberries starting to change. Another picture of the lakes there. Very beautiful in the Pine Barrens. I have a whole video for you there. But anyway, let's get to the weather right now. You can see clear skies over us tonight. There's some cirrus off to the north. Looking at the MODIS satellite, you can see there were patchy cumulus, but mostly off to the north. And maybe a few over in New Jersey. But other than that, more or less, a fairly sunny day across the area today. A very nice day indeed. Almost picture perfect. Let's go take a look at what our high temperatures were today. Right now, currently, we have temperatures in the mid-50s across the area. So mid-50s being reported 56 at Farmingdale, 56 at Islip, 52 at Shirley, and West Hampton, of course, already down to 45. They're radiating nicely. Whereas the city, really warm, 66 at LaGuardia, 62 at Central Park, so city holding under the heat, including JFK 61. Let's see what out in New Jersey. Cooling off there too, especially in the Pine Barrens west of Temps River with some upper 40s as well. So let's go over our highs and lows for the day. We will start with the low temperatures this morning because it was quite a cool morning out there. Now let's see what we had out there. So waiting for this to load. Wow, look at that. Even in Nassau County, Carl Place got down to 45. Farmingdale Airport 48, Islip 48, Shirley 47. West Hampton, yeah, that's right, 37. 37 degrees at West Hampton. That is, it got really cool last night in the Pine Barrens for sure. Of course, the city only in the mid-50s because they're holding on to the heat. It looks like, is that JFK with the 48? I don't think so. I think that's no, that's Valley Stream. So let's see how New Jersey did in their Pine Barrens. Let's see how the radiational cooling, not quite as cold as West Hampton, 45 in Toms River. Still pretty respectable. Let's go now look at our high temperatures for the day. And our highs were generally upper 60s on Long Island, so 68 for a high at Farmingdale, 68 at Islip, 67 at Shirley, 66 at West Hampton. It's generally upper 60s to close to 70 degrees. Still a very cool, comfortable day. 70 degrees at LaGuardia, 70 at JFK, 66 for a high at JFK. Let's see about New Jersey. It might have been warmer there. Let's see, 70 in Toms River, 68 in the Pine Barrens, West Town. Everybody was fairly cool, just about average for this time of the year. A very nice day indeed. And if you go and you look at what the conditions were like during the day, we can look at Islip, and you'll see 56, and they got up to the upper 60s. You can see those nice low dew points in the 40s all day long. And that kind of dry air is what's going to cause another cool night in the Pine Barrens tonight. Probably it could be 30s again in West Hampton, perhaps. Let's go look at the latest on the tropics next. And we have Hurricane Sam. Let's first go to the NHC. Sorry, I'm a little slow. We could also look at the Wonder Map, too, if you want to look at some of the current temperatures out there. We've got 50s across the area. 50s, but there are a few more stations in the Pine Barrens that might be reporting some cooler readings. Around 49 there. But generally 50s, you can see the city warmer. Let's look at Jersey. Around 50 there in Toms River. So yeah, fairly close to the other site. Okay, let's go to the latest on Hurricane Sam. Hurricane Sam is incredibly strong for this far north. As at 8 p.m., the core of Sam is now east-southeast of Bermuda tonight. Swells expected to reach the east coast of the U.S. at Atlantic Canada on Saturday. That is tomorrow. Its location is 30.7 north, 61.5 west, about 215 miles east-southeast of Bermuda. Maximum sustained winds are 150 miles per hour. That's very impressive. Moving north at 20 miles an hour, starting to get picked up now. Minimum central pressure 937 millibars to 7.67 inches. Still a Category 4 hurricane. That's incredible. Hurricane force winds now extend outward up to 60 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 205 miles from the center. So now let's go to the first satellite loop that we have of SAM. And there's Bermuda right there. You can see Bermuda right there. Luckily, it's missing Bermuda to the east. They're just getting some of the extreme outer bands. But this is definitely a healthy, well-developed hurricane. And continuing to just maintain its strength over those really warm waters. And like I said, Bermuda is not that far south. So it's really incredible how this thing is just holding on to its strength. Let's now look at Tidbit's satellite loop as well. Here's the Tidbit satellite loop. You can see maybe it might be starting to weaken a little bit. It is getting picked up into that trough, so I don't think it's going to get any stronger than this. But you know, I'm kind of surprised it's been this strong for this long. But there it is, still a very healthy looking. Look at that beautiful outflow, just really healthy looking storm right there. Incredible to see, for sure. Let's go now to the latest on Victor. And again, if we look at the maps here, you'll see that this stays out to sea, fortunately. But again, we could see some rip currents. I don't know if some are out high swells, but maybe some rip currents. We'll have to see if we see that or not. But you can see there's the track still tracking. This thing may make it to Europe in some form, perhaps. So let's go look at the next storm, which is Victor. Tropical Storm Victor. And Tropical Storm Victor, there's the track for Victor, and let's go to the latest public advisories of Victor. Victor is now losing organization. As of 5 p.m., its location 12.0 north, 34.3 west, about 745 miles west-southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. Max sustained winds are 65 miles an hour. I don't know, strengthened since the last time. Moving west-northwest at 13 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure 997 millibars. To 9.44 inches, and the extent, it's a pretty large storm now, 140 miles from the center, the extent of tropical storm force winds. So now that we looked at Sam on the satellite, let's look at Victor. And we are missing an animation on that. So these are the spaghetti models here, by the way, for Sam. You can see it might actually wind up hitting Iceland, perhaps. Yeah, might wind up hitting Iceland. But anyway, let's go to Victor. Get the loop for Victor. Yeah, it's starting to look disorganized. It's definitely getting picked up in some upper airflow there. You can see that it's definitely getting disorganized. It's still convection firing up, but yeah, a lot less organized than it did yesterday. So it's probably peaked in intensity. So now with that out of the way, let's go to the latest models. I'm just going to cover the weekend because I'm tired. So we have fair weather throughout the weekend. High pressure starts moving offshore tomorrow. It's the GFS 18Z, so we'll have more of a westerly flow that gets the temperatures up. Sunday, we're still dealing with that westerly flow, so temperatures will be getting warmer as a result of that. Let's look at the HRRR, and we should have the 0Z in 34 hours of it, which is enough, I guess. So you'll see after a really cool night tonight, lows probably could be getting into the 40s again, maybe 30s in the Pine Barrens. And then for your day tomorrow, it's going to be warmer. We're going to get into the 70s tomorrow, so we'll be above normal tomorrow. Highs in the mid-70s across Long Island and New Jersey, and there'll be a westerly flow, so the sea breeze will probably be very limited. Not as cool tomorrow night, lows in the upper 50s, and then it's as far as we got on this. As far as dew points go, dew points stay low, but I want to show you this because this shows you the wind arrows, and you can see they kind of stay fairly westerly for tomorrow. So that means a westerly flow, so not really much of a sea breeze. And that looks like it does continue that westerly flow into Sunday. Let's look at the GFS here. Let's see if we continue that westerly flow. It goes a little more southwesterly in the afternoon, but still fairly westerly flow there, the way things are setting up. So we could overperform with the temperatures. Here's the GFS for tomorrow, mid-70s. Sunday could see some 80-degree readings. Definitely in New Jersey, but maybe even on Long Island. If there's no sea breeze, that's definitely a possibility as well. Let's look at our skies. We'll go to the RGM model for that. Also looking at our skies, you'll see for tomorrow, maybe we'll have some scattered cirrus around. I don't think you'll have that as nice of a sky tomorrow as yet today. But still plenty of sunshine. Then more of that cirrus perhaps on Sunday. But still, both days are going to be pretty decent with sunshine. Though there'll be more clouds mixing in, high-level clouds on Sunday, for sure. And I'll go to the NAM too as well. We'll use the NAM as well for the sky cover. This is overdoing it a little bit, I think. Which is why I don't use it. But as far as Saturday goes, you'll see just some cirrus-level clouds. There'll still be sunshine. Let me now go to the whatchamacallit, smoke model. Yeah, that's it. Do that, and then we'll wrap this up. Tired because it was a lot of traffic out there again. So here's the smoke model. This is all we got. Doesn't really show us much into tomorrow. Not really going to help me. Only 7 frames. I'll have to go to the older one. Go to the 18C run. Let's get that done and we'll wrap this up. Once it loads, that is. So you'll see a little bit, but showing maybe a little bit of haze around tomorrow. Like I said, the sky will not look as nice tomorrow as it did today. But it'll still be a decent day to be outside. It's going to be, just a little warmer, but it won't be humid. It'll be fairly comfortable. So that wraps up this weather update. Take care. Have a good night.